I used to wonder, like, why do people come to me with gossip? I used to wonder, why do I seem to attract people who are negative and who gossip about other people? And I eventually had to do some self-reflection and realize I'm actually being a part of the problem. Because when I was in listening, even though I'm not engaged in the gossip, I'm still participating in it by not speaking up for the person who's not in the room, and I'm not putting a stop to the gossip. And that comes from fear, the fear of speaking up, fear of, just speaking up for what's right. So I realized whenever I would just sit there while somebody trashes another person behind their back, and although I'm not adding to it, although I'm not adding to the gossip and the negativity, I'm enabling it by not saying anything. I thought that maybe if I just stay silent, they'll take the hint and they'll stop gossiping. But people are not mind readers. Not everybody can recognize that. And sometimes if you don't say anything, they'll think that you're agreeing with it, that you're okay with the gossip and that you're okay with the negativity. So I realized I have to actually take a more assertive approach and start speaking up. And I did this a lot at work, because at work, there's always gossip. Gossip is normal in the 9-to-5 environments. So I had to tell a couple of people that I'm not going to participate in that. And I would defend the person who was not in the room, whenever, things were being negatively said about them. So I was pretty surprised at myself, and I was proud of myself, because I typically would have just stayed quiet in those situations. So I've become a man of integrity, who is going to do the right thing. And even if it feels uncomfortable, I'll speak up for people. And I'll put a stop to the negativity and the gossiping. And it's going to make people uncomfortable. And it's going to be uncomfortable for me just speaking out against people. Speaking out against the norm. But I'll feel good about it at the end of the day, because I stood up for what was right, and I did not encourage the gossiping. And I was willing to speak up without caring about if I was liked or not. So I'm at a point where I'm not willing to sacrifice my authenticity in order to be liked by everybody. Like, I'm really starting to not care if people like me or not. And it's a great shift. Just a great transition, going from someone that just seeked approval in all the wrong places, because I just wanted to be accepted, I wanted to fit in, I wanted to be normal. But I was not put on this earth to be normal. I was put on this earth to be me, to be authentically me, to vibrate in my own unique frequency. And to share my unique experience of this reality and speak my truth, and it's going to be different from everyone else's truth. And I have to be okay with people not agreeing with it, and just learning to accept people as they are.